All right, Crypto Bros, we do have an update in regards to the macro timeframes. Now, I know it's been a while since I actually uploaded a video. I've been just so busy in regards to life overall. But however, I'm going to give you an update in regards to the 3-month quarterly chart for Bitcoin, because we are going to be closing that particular candle in about 2 hours and 41 minutes, as you can see on the right-hand side here. I'm going to be talking about the monthly chart. We are getting a closure for that as well too. We're going to talk about what's going to be coming up in regards to October, because October is usually a bullish month for Bitcoin. Some of the key target areas that you need to be looking at overall, and some of the targets that we need to get above. We're also going to discuss a little bit about XEN. So stick around to the end of the video. You don't want to miss this information, guys. So let's go ahead and actually get into the 3-month chart for Bitcoin, guys. So as you can see, as noted, we're going to be closing that particular candle in about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Currently, we are trading above the 21 yellow EMA line that you actually see here. Now, we are due to close below the opening of the previous quarterly candle, and previous to that, we're going to be closing below the closing of the quarterly start for the year. So this one started back in January of 2023. This one actually closed in April of 2023, guys. So we're closing below the opening quarter for the start of the year, and we're closing below the opening of the previous quarter. So what does that actually mean overall? This basically means that we are going to more likely, in the next quarterly, that we could possibly test the 21 EMA once again, which is sitting roughly around the $23,870. Now, keep in mind, this is a lagging indicator, guys. So this on each closure, on each quarterly closure, the EMA actually starts to move up, and which in this case, it will more likely stagnate and then move up just a tick, because there's not much of an actual price movement from the previous quarter overall. But again, as you can see, dating back since the inception of this 21 EMA, it actually has held very nicely for Bitcoin in regards to a support structure area. We did close below the 21 EMA on October of 2022. However, we were able to regain it and starting to trade above that. So with that being said, we do see that we have low volatility levels in regards to the 3-month. We've never actually been this low, guys. We're currently sitting around the 27th percentile. So this is basically indicating that there is more likely a volatile move coming in the next quarterly or so. With that being said, we can see the stochastic again putting in lower lows. Now coming in back from January of 2019 to October of 2022. Now this basically spells, with price action putting in higher lows, that we could see continuation to the upside. Now with that being said, where are some of the key target macro levels that we could basically be facing on the macro timeframes? Well, you're more likely looking around the $36,000 to $38,000 on the 3-month. Now let's just go ahead and talk about the monthly chart, because we are going to be seeing that closure as well too in about 2 hours and 38 minutes as well. So we can see here from the October, heat map overall for, dating back. We can see that October has been a very, very bullish month. Now, I've marked off all the months of October for the previous iterations, and 4 out of those have been red candle closures, with 7 of them being, in the green. Now, with that being said, we are currently trading above the 55 EMA. And what I would like to see for Bitcoin in regards to the next monthly October close is that we close above the 21 EMA, which is currently closing around the 28,100, which we are trading just roughly about $1,000 below that. Now, if we are able to close above that, guys, then that basically spells a very bullish momentum, a very good bullish momentum for Bitcoin, getting above that key psychological level of 30,000, and then more likely playing in those macro timeframes of $38,000. Again, so those are the key areas that I'm watching in regards to the monthly and the quarterly as well too. We can see even BBWP is really, really low overall on the monthly chart, and we can see every time that Bitcoin has been on the monthly chart in low volatility levels, that is basically followed up by a big move. So just dating back since 2020, we can see here we had actually a very nice substantial run, bringing in about 957%. This particular one actually brought you downside target, of coming down all the way to the previous lows of this particular cycle, around 73% to the downside. So where the next direction of this particular move is going to be, well, this is where I'm watching the actual lower time frames, guys, and this is where I bring you, present you with, where is it here, guys, which is the 5-day strategy 18. So how you would basically use this is you're using the range delta indicator, getting below the 15 or 16, below the 16 percentile, followed by the next cross for the stochastic. So as you can see from the previous iterations, every time that has actually occurred, again, you would be taking that particular trade based off of the next direction of the cross on the stochastic. So now we do see the actual cross occurring just roughly around, again, in this particular month of September, with low BBWP reading. And more likely, what I would like to see for this particular move to actually occur is a closure just around the 27,500 area, which aligns with the mid region we've been discussing for quite some time in regards to our channel here. So again, what are these particular targets that we're looking at? Again, these are the, some of the targets we're kind of looking at is, around 50 percentile, guys. Where would, Bitcoin come in regards to this? If you're, to go up 50% from here, well, that's basically putting you roughly around $40,000. So anywhere from $38,000 to $40,000 is where that next key resistance comes in on those macro time frames, guys. So again, that's basically what I'm looking at in regards to the monthly, the quarterly. I give you a strategy that you can actually apply overall. So again, this is all statistics, guys. Do your back testing, understand the risk management that comes in regards to this. Have a stop loss, have an entry position, have take profit. These are all things that you need in regards to your strategy. With that being said, let's jump on to XEN real quick, guys. Now with XEN, we did meet this conditions for this particular strategy roughly around September the 21st. Again, closing below the yellow line with low BBWP. Again, brings you an average move of 28%. So far, we've actually seen about 23 to 24% occur. Now, the average of this particular move sees you to come down to roughly around 367 area, which basically aligns with the next support structure, the fib support structure for XEN, taking out that previous, again, all-time low, which was sitting around 702 from March of 2023. So you'd basically take your extrapolation point for your fib tool from that low, all-time low, to the swing what we had to the April highs, which basically puts you around the 236 area, which is coming just roughly around 363 area, guys, which basically aligns with the mean average of the conditions of this particular strategy. So again, that is the next support structure for XEN overall, and we're continuing to basically play this path that we kind of drew. Again, this is not trying to predict anything, guys. We always go based off of strategy, but that's the the outcome of what it would look like, to come down to that particular support structure on the fib on the 236, guys. Anyways, I'll leave you off with this. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, bros, as always, stay profitable.